Hi, this is Mrs. Girot. I'm your digital photography teacher, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of clarification since it's Friday and your project 2 is due today. I want to just clarify the expectations on what to turn in and how to do that. So first of all, you had some different options that you could do. You could do a bokeh photograph, which is where like the thing in the foreground is really sharp and then everything in the background is blurry. You could do the cotton candy waterfalls where you're trying to get that soft waterfall effect. You could do any kind of trick that you wanted using your camera or your phone. And you just had options. You could also do a sports shot, an action shot where you're trying to capture something that's in action and get it sharp or slightly blurred. So just it's got that right action feeling. So you had a lot of options, but you only had to pick 2. So whatever kind of camera you're using, phone, camera, pocket camera, DSLR, whatever it is, you've got to get your pictures from your device onto your computer. So I recommend either using the card that's in your DSL and plugging it right in to your computer, or use a USB cord. Or if you're using a phone, you can always email them to yourself, Facebook them, Instagram them, and then download them from there and save them into your digital photo folder. So here I am, I've got my Galaxy Grand Prime phone, and I'm going in there and I'm going to grab my pictures. So here we go. So I've got a bunch of pictures in here, some different examples. Let me go ahead and take a look at those with you. Here is an example of an awesome action shot, beautiful with the sun coming through, lovely. Here is an example of another action shot at a football game. Here's an example of a bokeh shot, nice sharp little rhinestone here. Maybe it's not a rhinestone, but everything is all soft and blurry in the background. Here's another bokeh shot. That's pretty cool. It's got this little monster truck, everything else blurry. Kitty cat bokeh. Aw, kiss on the cheek bokeh. Oh, here's a trick shot. Someone's making this Stephen King novel float through the air. Fun. Here's a fun little macro shot. Fun trick. This is a trick shot. Oh, levitation trick. Catching that water droplet at just the right time trick. Ooh, fun with water. And there's that cotton candy waterfall shot. So I've got all these different types of things that I could have done. You're going to submit 2 different types of techniques that you practice this week, okay? So I'm back here in my Galaxy Prime phone, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take my 2 pictures that I'm going to submit. So let's say I decided that I want to do my bokeh shot, and I'm going to hold down the control button, and I'm also going to select my book flying through the air trick shot. And I'm going to right click once they're both selected, and I'll click copy. And then I'm going into my pictures, into my digital photo folder, my 2017-8. And then I'm just going to go ahead and right click and paste my images. So there they are. Now I need to name them. Remember, this is important. So if you turn your file in and it doesn't have a name, I'm going to know that you did not watch this video. So you're going to click. Okay, it's not a click, that's a double click. This is more of a click. Or you can right click and just rename. You're going to do your first name, not my first name, your first name, and your last name. And then this would be my bokeh. Okay? And that's how I'll name it. And then my next one, click, will be my first name, last name, and this will be my trick book. All right, nice. Once you have those saved and renamed in your pictures in your digital photo folder, then you're going to upload them. You're going to go into Content. You'll go down to week 4 because it's September 15th today, and you'll go to Project 2, Directions in Dropbox. Okay, and here are your directions, and here's all the videos that I gave you to give you some ideas of how to do this project. And do I want you to watch them all? Well, if you don't have an iPhone, then obviously you don't need to watch the iPhone one. If you don't have an Android, you don't need to watch the Android. But I think it's great to watch these because it will give you some ideas of different apps you can put on your phone to do some fun camera tricks. You might be able to do that bokeh shot that you're looking for. So anyway, yeah, check these out. There's some photography tips and tricks, and you could do these on your camera too, not necessarily have to be a smartphone. Simple photography hacks. So here's some fun tricks. So, you know, a lot of online learning is self-directed, so this is some self-directed learning happening there. And then you get to the Dropbox, okay? So let's say you're all ready to submit. You'll click the Dropbox, and you'll scroll down, and you'll read the do's and don'ts, okay? Do not submit old pictures. All your work must be current. Name your photos with your first and last name and the project. Do not submit Word docs or PowerPoints. Please don't submit PDFs either, okay? No PDFs. And don't zip your files. I know that the K-12 curriculum's always going on about zipping things, but yeah, let's keep that zipped. No zipping files. Just upload each file directly, okay? So if you decide to use GIMP, remember you need to export it and save it as a JPEG in order for me to be able to see it. Don't submit a GIMP file at this point because we're not working in GIMP yet technically. So you'll just click upload, go into your digital photo folder, and I'm not sure if I can do them both at the same time, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to hold down Shift. I've got both of them selected. Let's see if it will let me open both at the same time. It did. So I've got both of my files uploaded. If I wanted to write a note, I could say, Dear Mrs. Girot, I did a bokeh shot and a trick shot. I hope you enjoy. You don't have to do that, but you're welcome to any struggles that you had, anything you want to share with me. I'm happy to hear your comments to give a fuller understanding of the process that you went through. And then of course, don't forget to click submit, because if you forget to click submit, guess what? Those are all just going to disappear. They're not really going to be there when I go to open them. So submit. And that, my friends, is all you need to do. So if perchance you haven't uploaded your files correctly, let's say that you didn't name them with your first and last name in the project, go back, please, rename your files, and then just upload them for me, okay? It's okay that those old files are in there. Whatever's most current is what I'm going to grade. So if you don't do that, I'm going to be going through and grading them, and I'm going to just send you a comment and give you a 0, and it's going to say, please name your files correctly, okay? Because if you don't name them, I have to name them, because when it comes to voting time, and let's say you win, I'm not going to know who your file is if there's no name on it, okay? So that's why it's important. And everybody, please get your work turned in so that you can be a part of that critique and we can vote for your work. I appreciate it. Have an awesome weekend. Bye!